Morning, we're on Constitution Hill in Clifton Wood in Bristol, and I've had this great idea. I'm just walking up and I've had this great idea that Paul should ride up here on his Brompton. It's pretty steep. So next ride we do, that's what we're going to do and see how that goes. You can kind of see how steep it is. The cars are all coming up in like second gear. Named Constitution Hill, I believe there's lots of hot springs around here, and people would walk up here in ye days of old to get their morning constitution. So let's see how Paul does on his Brompton. Just before we do, let's have a reminder about Paul cycling up Vale Street in Bristol, which is one of the UK's steepest residential streets.
So I know probably some people are thinking, what is this guy up to on this Brompton? What an idiot. But I guess in some regards, the Brompton does lend itself to this kind of steep hill. Because as you imagine, as I'm going up, if these are my feet, I've just got to do enough to just turn the small wheel, just enough. Whereas if I was on my road bike, I've really got to put a lot more energy into it and have a bit more of a flow to turn the bigger wheels. So whilst you wouldn't want to be doing this every day on a Brompton, I do actually think potentially it's easier on a Brompton as long as you can find your kind of flow with it and just grind away. So just put the GoPro on, nice little purchase for our YouTube channel, and easiest way back home is up Constitution Hill in Bristol, so I'll be able to get that chain ring really good ride for its money.
Doing it on the Brompton.
Brompton, Constitution Hill, boom.
I believe it's a average gradient of about 8.2%, maximum gradient of about 12.5%. So we'll see how Paul gets on. Just for the record, I've never got right to the top, about halfway up. Hiya.
Why do I do it to myself?
Well done.
So yeah, Constitution Hill. Nice on the Brompton with the 39 tooth chain ring, would be just as good with a 40 tooth. 44, maybe a bit steep. The first bit's really quite steep and you've got to stand up. Especially on a day like today, make sure your weight's back because it's quite greasy, so the rear wheel can slip out. And then about halfway up, you can kind of, with the 39 tooth, sit down. So yeah, nice little warm up at the end of the ride.